Hey guys, what's up? Gamma the Pirate here, and today I'm going to show you some stuff that I created with this cool program designer called Blender. So these are all the files I've created. Well, actually, I downloaded this off the web, and this is a really cool array, and this is just a picture. I'm going to start with showing you this as soon as it opens, you know. So it actually uses Python scripting to do everything that it uses, which is like a combination of Java, C, C++, um, Perl, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is just what this one program does. Um, I think it's pretty cool. Just like bending, and then it looks like it turned into a wave. And it's just like swirling into a tornado, then a sun or something. And then all of it just goes back to the beginning block, because it actually, the first block never moves, and all of that is just created with a an array of only 20 cubes. Two arrays, sorry, of 20 cubes each. So, and now I'm going to show you something I made. It's just a little robot that I can control. So I'm going to change the camera to 0. That pretty much just means the set camera that'll follow him around and stuff. And now I'm going to play. So you can see right off the bat that he's like rotating around, just looking around when he's standing still. When he starts to walk, he actually kind of looks like he's walking, and he's on like a checkerboard. Just like does all that. And so, oh, and his eyes like glow if you see him from the front. Those are his eyes. And it looks all confusing, but as soon as you like take a bunch of tutorials, it's really quite simple. So this is just what he looks like. And then this thing is called the armature, and it's pretty much all the bones of him. Okay, next thing I created, a sword. So let's start this animation. So there's like nothing, and then it just like builds itself, and a bunch of these like little energy balls are coming off of it. And if I press the rendering button, all those energy balls are now glowing, and the whole thing just looks really cool. I made this fluid thing. I'm not sure if I fixed it or not, but if I didn't fix it, then it'll make a big splash and then a smaller splash, and the big splash will be gone. But I hope I did fix it. Well, you'll see what I mean. See, big splash, little splash. Just like a bunch of liquid. Then render. Oh wait. Let's render it right there. And I guess I didn't do all the colors either. And then this is actually the very first program that I made that I'm about to show you. Just a cube, a smiley face, or an angry face, but it's on a plane of like a bunch of grass. Just a second. Okay. So if I press P, which is to play, the horizon's all blue and he jumps and everything and rotates like normal, but if I jump for too long, he kinda tips over like that. So that's actually the very first program I made using this Blender and an explosion. So I'm probably gonna end up making a bunch of tutorials on how to do all this. So this is the explosion. Just like kinda gets out to a certain point and then just stops. But I think it looks pretty cool. I could speed this up or whatever. I could add some fire. And if I render it, just looks like that. Actually, it looks like a bunch of confetti if you render it, not an explosion. But it would if you added fire. And I made some hair. Oh, and I also made the balloons. These look pretty cool because they're all colorful. I'll open those next. So, that's just the hair. I can like comb it, which is really weird. I think that is like extremely weird because this is actually a program for making games and simulations and stuff. And I can smoothen it out, puff it up. Cut it. And add it. So, and now my balloons. So they don't really look like all that much from there. But as soon as I render it, you'll see why I think it's so special. Render image. It's all glowy and stuff. I think it looks really cool. Okay, well, that's pretty much it, but I actually just started using Blender. Today's Wednesday? Yeah. So I just started using Blender 3 days ago, and I've done all this. I did have to watch a bunch of tutorials on YouTube and stuff, but now I've pretty much just have to learn how to use Python, and then I can program games in this. So that's pretty much it. If I don't end up making Blender tutorials, then just check it out at blender.com, I believe. No, blender.org. Yeah. Just go there and then download. Windows 32-bit, Windows 64-bit. I'll show you a few things that they've made. There's a car. Made some movies. I'll show you a movie. this one. Let's see what else there is though. So there's quite a bit of stuff though. A chicken chair. Oh, so this is a full-length movie. Like a real serious movie. Okay, but yeah, that's... Oh, here's some Blender stuff. Okay, all this was made in Blender. All those pictures and stuff. So you can see that you can make some pretty intense images, just like to save as your background or something. And I'm probably going to replace my background image with something I'm going to make with Blender, just because it's such an advanced program. Oh, hey, videos in Blender about Sintel. There's one. I recognize this as Blender. I'll full screen that for you guys. So this looks probably a lot like the unrendered version, because on the unrendered versions there aren't like all the textures and everything. Like she isn't tan, when if she was rendered she would have all these textures and that bit of skin right there wouldn't be poking out and stuff. Sorry I keep lagging like this. Okay, but yeah, they both probably have realistic bones like I showed in my armature, but like all the bones of the body, for the most part, all the main bones. See, yeah, his eyes are all graphed. They're like in wireframe mode, and her eyes are colorless and stuff. That hut adds like no texture. And she's not even moving her legs, just like gliding across the screen. If it was rendered, everything would look realistic. So that's pretty much everything about Blender. Just I suggest you guys check it out if you want to make some games or make some special effects or anything. See you guys later.